Okay. Well, hello, everyone. I want to welcome everyone back to episode 3 of What's Going On? Value of the Village, Akibalan Village. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Marvis Cofield, CEO of Akibalan Village, who will be announcing the winner of our Music Challenge trivia question from last week's episode.
Right, Jumbo Mama, I'm just fired up, Mom. Every time I hear about what we're doing, what's the value of the village, Mama Kenny, you have done a great job. Our listening audience, our viewing audience. Now, here is the answer from last week's Motown Challenge question. It was a little controversy. However, I'm going to make sure that my reputation stays intact. Therefore, the winner was Lil Rita, Raven Sharp, and Stephanie Hammonds. And the answer was Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. However, the question was who was singer, the singer, not a lead in a group. So once again, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles may shop around, but he was in the Miracles. They didn't call him Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. It was the Miracles. But the single, the main person who sung that song by himself and wrote that song was Barrett Strong. So once again, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles did sell 1 million plus, shop around. However, it was not him by himself. Barrett Strong wrote that song and he sold over 1 million records too.
All right. So there we have it. There we have it. So if I'm hearing you right, the correct answer was Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. And our winners were Lillian Reeder. For she's our second winner, by the way.
Right?
Raven Sharp chimed in, and Stephanie Hammonds again. So good job with the music challenge trivia. I think a lot of people are really enjoying that, Mr. Cofield, and that was your ideal. So that's a great thing. So we're
Right.
going to now talk about this week's topics and what we're doing at the village. So I'd like to highlight something new that we've launched. Well, we've actually had a newsletter before, but this is the launch of our new newsletter. And it's also called What's Going On? Value of the Village. And so in this week's weekly, the newsletter, we highlighted one of our participants of the program, Michaela Estes. Michaela Estes is a 19-year-old single mother who came to the village at the age of 14 for our summer youth program. And unfortunately, Michaela is going through some medical challenges, and she's been very transparent. And she does not mind me sharing that she's battling leukemia. And so that's something that, we don't want anybody to have to go through or endure, but she's doing it, and she's doing it with the tenacity that a lot of our youth have at Akibalan Village.
That's right.
And to also recognize that we are working to provide her with a remote position, which will keep her involved with the Akibalan Village and the summer youth program because that's what she wants. And it also give her opportunity to earn while learning. So let's keep our prayers up for Michaela Estes from Akibalan Village. Also, I'd like to just talk about some of the other things that we're highlighting in our weekly newsletter to include like the events that's happening. And so we talk about, of course, the summer youth program, and I'm going to let Mr. Cofield expound on that a little more. Um, we have African Liberation Day that's coming up. Greg McKenzie will be your key contact person, but the dates of that is May 22nd and May 23rd, and we're doing that in collaboration with Detroit Unity Temple. And so, if you have any questions or want more details, contact Greg McKenzie at area code 313-578-1300. Uh, we also will be talking about the Stop Horsing Around Equestrian program, which is a great program that Akibalan Village has been doing, I think, for the past 4 years, if
Yep,
I'm
this will be our
not
fifth
correct.
year. This is
Yeah.
our fifth year. This is our fifth year. We're gonna have a 5 year anniversary this year.
Okay. So 5 years. 5 years. So Mr. Cofield will give you a little bit more background on that program, the Stop Horsing Around program. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. That's a part of our newsletter that we need your support for these programs. Not only your moral support, your blessings, your prayers, your in kind volunteer time, but we need your financial support as well. So um, if you're interested in supporting us financially, you can contact the village at area code 313-921-1616. You can donate via Zelle to DL Knox 1 at akibalanvillage.com, Cash App at $ Akibalan Village, or visit our website and click on the Donate Today page. And I'm going to turn it back over to you, Mr. Cofield.
Right on, Mama Kenny. I appreciate it. I'm excited, not trying to hide it. We have been doing this for 48 years. Come this June the 15th, we'll be kicking off what we call the Value of the Village Youth Program. It will be Mondays through Fridays from 12 to 5, and that's no jive. We will be providing educational, cultural, and recreational opportunities for those groups in that age group. What we normally do, split the age group up according to 5 to 8, 9 to 12, and then those who are 13. But the main thing is to get them an opportunity where they can be in a safe place, secure place, and be supervised. Those are the three S's. We're going to go on field trips. We're going to have speakers. We're going to have live entertainment. Then at the end of the summer, they're going to demonstrate what they learned over the last 8 weeks. For example, African dance, modern dance, contemporary dance, African drumming, martial arts, uh, graphic arts, you name it. We are the place. We tell people to be somebody, you got to show up. People do a lot of talking, and I say talk is cheap, work is expensive. So once again, June the 15th through August the 14th, first come, first serve. Mama Kennedy mentioned about that Stop Horsing Around program. This is going to be our fifth year. STOP is an acronym for striving to overcome problems. Let me say that again. You didn't hear me. Stop. S stands for striving. T, striving to. And the part is so important to overcome problems. Stop horsing around. That program will start June, the last Saturday in June, and it will go for 6 weeks. We're going to introduce children between the ages of 6 to 15 how to interact with horses and how the horses can interact with you, because at the end of the day, we need each other. So the horse, that's why you can't be playing with these horses, because they got a kick, if you get my point. So once again, every Saturday from 10 to 12 at the Village, 7701 Harper, the first 15 young folks sign up. Doesn't cost anything. Matter of fact, we say free 99, but we will take a list. Those first come, first serve. It's going to start the first Saturday and go for 6 weeks. We're going to have children learn how to clean up a horse and how to clean up that other stuff, but most importantly, how to learn responsibility and accountability. And then the last week of the program, we're going to go to the farm outside of Detroit, and we're going to go and learn how to ride horses in the city as well as outside the city. We're going to go on a hayride. We're going to feed chickens, pigs, you name it. But the main thing is it's a learning experience. So I'm excited. As I said earlier, I'm not trying to hide it. We have the summer youth program starts June the 15th, go out to August the 14th. That age is 5. As I said, to 13, sometimes we make some exceptions, but first come, first serve. And then I mentioned about stop horsing around. Then we're going to have some main activities that I'll speak to as we get closer to the next month, which is July. So, Mama Kennedy, I just wanted to say again, it's an honor, it's a pleasure to be able to share, get this information to our people. We believe, and you talked about money, and I understand that freedom ain't free. We really understand also the three T's: your time, your talent, and your treasures. Because we believe in investing in our children. Because if we don't help them today, I always say they might hurt us tonight.
All right, Mr. Cofield. Uh, I got it all because you said it all, treetop tall.
All right.
And that's some good stuff, some good information. And like I said, once again, feel free to call if you need more details. Call the village at area code 313-921-1616, and we can provide you with all you need to know. And that's for show.
Uh-oh, watch out. Hey, wait a minute. You taking my job now. I need this job.
Well, one thing I know for sure is that no one could ever take your job. Mr. Cofield, Infudishi. So none other.
Okay,
It's
come
impossible to
on
fill
now.
your shoes.
Well, I
So
appreciate that.
I also just, want to give a shout out to our listening audience. We thank you for being with us for 3 weeks strong.
Come on
And
now.
as Mr. Cofield always says, it ain't got good yet. So just keep listening. We entertain your advice, your comments. We got some good comments. I know. Shout out to Harvest Cofield, your nephew, Cofield Jr., Harvest Cofield Jr., who provided us with some insight and some kudos on our podcast. I've seen a lot of traffic. We got a lot of views. So please feel free to chime in and let us know what it is that you're thinking about and let us know how we're doing at Akibalon Village. So,
Right
Mr.
on.
Cofield, that
Yes,
will
yes.
bring me to asking you what
Uh-huh.
this week's music challenge is going to be. What is
Okay.
this week's episode number 3 podcast?
All
What
right,
our
all right.
music challenge is for this week?
Wow, wow. You mentioned giving shout outs to different people, and I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to Cornelius Barnes, who lives in Oakland, California, which was one of our black belts and one of the best black belt fighters of all time in full contact. He commented by saying, "Keep kicking the knowledge." So once again, Brother Barnes, we want you to understand the 3 L's, which I know you know what that means. Look, listen, and you will learn. Now, gets down to the bottom line, the question that we've all been waiting for, the Motown Challenge. Now, I want you to look. I want you to listen because I don't want you to say I didn't give you the correct question. Now, Motown, here it comes. Who, what was the lead singer of The Temptation name? And he had a brother who also sung with the Motown Records. Let me say it again. Who was the lead singer in The Temptation who has a brother who also sung with Motown?
All
Now,
right,
it's a
y'all.
two-part question. Now, I'm gonna say it one more time. Who was one of the lead singers of The Temptation? He also had a brother that sung with Motown, and he was an awesome singer too. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm done.
All right, and there you have it. That's the music trivia question for week number 3. So make sure you chime in. The first one to win the right answer will get that shout out, that infamous Akibalan Village shout out. Well, Mr. Cofield,
Yes,
I want
yes.
to also just let everyone know that you can catch our podcast. Of course, they're pre recorded, but you can catch our podcast every day because they're posted daily via Facebook on the Akibalan Village page, on Facebook on the Akibalan Village page, Mama Gail Cofield's page, my page, Rhonda Kennedy's page. They're posted daily on Facebook. But you can also go to YouTube. YouTube has,
YouTube. Did
yes,
you say
yes, we
YouTube?
YouTube.
Uh-oh. I'm
We have
famous
our
now.
own page on YouTube, and it's called What's Going On Value of the Village, where we post every week's podcast. So if you missed episode 1, you can go to YouTube and catch it. If you missed episode 2, it's right there on YouTube. And of course, episode 3 will be posted when we finish today. So now that's 2 ways that you can catch us. And not to forget, we're also on Instagram and TikTok. And we've
Mm,
got
mm, mm.
many other social media platforms that Akiba Line Village is out there letting the people know what's going on at the village,
Mm,
specifically
mm, mm.
Akiba Line Village. And that's going to wrap it up for me, Mr. Cofield. How about you?
Well, Mama Kenny, I'm saying we got to do it because we're used to it. Now, keep in mind, you put God first, you'll never be last. That's my ending statement.
All right, and that's a very, very profound statement to end on. So I have no more until we come back through the door next week. Bye
Well,
bye.
Hotep, that means peace.